another episode of Boards and Brews. Our first video was a little rough around the edges. I realized as I was editing it that we forgot the main point of our videos. So I do apologize for that, but hey, in this video I promise it's there. Today we're going to be talking about a strategic co-op game called Zombicide. And we have a pairing today. It's going to be a beer. I'll have Zach talk about that now.
Sure, yes. The beer we're having today is it's from a brewery called Ninkasi in Eugene, Oregon, which I've never heard of them, but Oregon is kind of almost like the mecca of craft beer, and they brought something that I've never heard of. It's called a Red Indian Pale Ale called Dawn of the Red, which I thought would be great to go with today's game. Dawn of the Red was surprising to me. It's 7% by volume, which is not the strongest IPA I've ever had, but the way it tasted was easier to drink than other IPAs I've had a similar percentage. I think it's a great IPA for somebody who maybe is looking to get into IPAs, and even somebody who is an IPA enthusiast that's looking for another dynamic. Being that it's a red pale ale, it has almost like a caramel aftertaste also to go along with the hops. So I think it's definitely worth trying if you're an IPA enthusiast at all, or even just somebody who loves craft beer in general.
Thank you, sir. So today's game that we're going to be playing is Zombicide. It's a strategy cooperative game where the object is don't die. Zombicide is a great game for zombie lovers and survival enthusiasts. The rulebook will most likely be needed for the first few games, as it has a bunch of scenarios in the back that you can use. The box does not have a great storage setup, but there are options out there that can help this. This first bag has the cars, spawn points, noise tokens, doors, and objective points that you will be placing throughout the board for each scenario. Here you have your dice and experience point markers to help keep track of your level. In this bag, you have your item cards and your zombie cards that you use for spawning zombies. In this box, we have our survivor figures with the abomination keeping a close watch. Now this bigger box houses our zombies. It might seem like a lot, but you would be surprised how quickly you use up all those figures. The instructions state that if you run out of a certain type, those zombies take an extra action, so make sure you keep an eye out on that. These are the survivor cards you will be using. They each have their own special actions. The back side is blank, so you can add or create your own survivor, which is a very nice little feature. Last but not least, we have our game tiles. They are marked with a letter and a number, so you can easily sort them out for the specific scenario that you're playing. They are double-sided, so you have a good amount of combinations you can create. Today joining us we have David Furpy, motivational speaker / entrepreneur, and his wife Jackie is joining us today. We have the game board set up for one of the scenarios in the instruction booklet. It's 9 tiles. It's basically a race to the finish line, which is over here in the corner right in front of Zach. So we're going to go ahead and start playing just so you can see how the game plays out.
I run away.
He's not. He would chill out there with us.
Go out like a G. Just keep rolling them dice.
Yeah, just keep going. Get the other one.
Yeah, why not?
There you
There you
go.
You needed 4? Alright. There you go. So you got that one.
Oh.
You got greedy. You got greedy, man.
So
You pushed me into it. Yeah,
push me to do it.
You told me to go out like a G.
So with the game Zombicide, do you feel like it was easy to learn? Was it kind of hard to learn? Did you pick it up quickly? Did you need to play a couple games to figure it out? How did it feel?
I think for me, I think it was, it seemed overwhelming at first, like it was going to be a lot, but it wasn't. I think once you just got in there and started playing, it was pretty easy.
Yeah, that makes sense. Looking at the book, there's a lot of components that come into play, and reading it is harder to understand than actually doing it. I mean, unless people can comprehend easier when reading the book. But just going through the motions, it's much easier to understand. I feel like this game is it has a small learning curve, but at the end of the day, once you play it at least once, you pick it up pretty quickly, and it's not really that complex. It might look a little overwhelming with all the pieces, but at the end of the day, it's not that hard to play.
Right.
So you're good then, right?
Yep, all three.
He had an extra move, so
But
he
yeah.
can go in here if he wants.
I'll stay with you guys.
But it might make sense for you to go in here because you can kick down that door. So if you do that,
Are you just trying to put me in?
She just wants you to be out of the room with
no.
her and
Oh, I see how it is.
her husband.
I mean, non-judgmental type,
She used the word
You
husband.
know what? Yeah, you know what?
No, just so you don't have to use an extra move
I-
to
you
just
know,
move
she's
over
thinking
here.
ahead of
next.
time.
She
Okay.
said you're cramping her style. In
I
that
get
room.
it. She doesn't like it. She wants to be alone. I see how
Now
it is.
you can peer into the other room like a creeper. How often do you think you would play this game? Is this like a once a week deal, every game night, once a month, a one and done?
I think it depends on when you have a game night. Like we know people that have game nights. I mean, we play board games on a pretty regular basis. So doing something like this, we have a lot of people and that kind of thing. Then I think I would do it like every couple of game nights and then switch it up. But I think in most game nights, I think that you end up playing more than one board game. So I think this is
Right.
good for one game and then put this stuff away.
Right.
There's a lot of pieces.
It's a bit lengthy, so
Yeah,
This would be
I feel
a
like you would
special
either
thing.
start with this or you end with it.
this is a good ender. This is a good
Yeah.
ender.
No, I agree.
Like the last whatever day you may play
Yeah.
your game, this is kind of fun, especially for those people who are really into this type of
Right.
stuff.
It's
So
a good vacation game.
Yeah,
You're all
that's
hanging
true.
out in a house or whatever.
got a little downtime.
Yeah.
So Zombicide is it has an easy setup. It has a lot of parts to it, but it's a pretty easy setup, and it's definitely something that you can play often. Probably maybe end your game night if you're having it once a week. Maybe not every week, but probably at least like 2 or 3 times a month easily. I was waiting for that.
You got like 3 guns.
What
over
do you
there.
want? A pistol?
No.
No, I'm not.
Listen, but can I make a case here? I automatically get dual weapons. So that means that if you give me that SMG, I'll have 2 SMGs and I can get through a lot of these faster than you're going to be able to get through them.
If you're making a case, are we the jury?
Yes.
Sure.
Well, now you have to plead your case.
Yes, please. I want to hear
I
both
just
sides.
want it.
I do. First of all, I'm slippery. It doesn't. Well,
See? What I said
Sure,
here.
sure,
No.
that okay.
no.
First of all, peace out, because I can do that.
No,
First
but
off, I'm just gonna leave you all behind to
I can
die.
get through, is what I'm saying.
Oh, I got 2 cards, even better odds. All right, and oh look, 2 zombies. Hey, thanks, bro. I could have totally just ran away, but yeah. So I get to choose a zombie or a zombie. What do I do?
What kind of group do you think you can play this with? I mean, I'll start it off with all the blood and guts on the game. Probably don't want to play this with your family.
Depends on what kind of family you have.
Right. Well, I guess maybe no one under the age of like 15 or something
Right,
like
right,
that.
right.
I would even say like 14 and up
14,
is
fair
probably.
enough. All right,
Yeah.
that works. But other than that, like, do you think this would be good for like the casual group? Do you think they'd be able to pick this up, or should this be for like the hardcore group that likes to choose?
I think this is
their
more of a
games?
gamer game. Like this is more of like if you roll this game out, like I think that you have a low level of people that play like a Monopoly or play like a Scrabble or play like a Risk or those kind of things. Not even the Risk people, but like you know what I'm saying, like categories, like those kind of things. And they're good at those type of games, but they don't really play a lot of hardcore games.
Right.
Whereas that next level is people that want to play a few more,
Right.
a little harder or complicated.
This could be even I think it could be even an introductory game, like for maybe that one person in the group
Yeah.
who's more of a hardcore, but it's zombies, which is very popular. So maybe
Right.
it would get people interested in playing something like this, and even introduce them to games that are a little more strategic and more
Yeah.
complicated. But
Right.
yeah, it's a lot of fun. hope you find that bottle I want.
Oh! So
But
there it is.
but hey, you gotta.
You're gonna make it.
We're gonna throw you the bottle. You need to catch it because if it breaks, we're screwed.
Oh, jeez.
All right, guys. So we finished the game. We survived this time. No casualties, no wounds, which is definitely a feat. So no one got attacked by zombies, which doesn't happen very often in this game. But we had a great time playing with David Furpy, Jackie Furpy. And we're going to start a Boards and Brew 15-second plug, if that works. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, 15, 30 seconds. I mean, you know.
Yeah,
board
I'm going to
games-
say 15.
The
not
more people
30.
you have in a game, the better. So why not give
Oh,
them
exactly,
a few
a little
minutes?
more right
Well,
now, you know,
I
so-
know, but we're not going to go with that.
for the
He's
games.
drunk.
What's 30 seconds out of how much time we play a game? I mean, you know, and it's
You're right. You're right. But we're gonna
Hey.
keep it at 15.
We could.
So, with that being said, we're gonna give it up to David Furpy, the motivational speaker / entrepreneur, and the table's yours.
All right. I mean, I'm sweating from playing this game. Like, worried that zombies were gonna
It's
attack
intense.
me. Like,
It's
I mean,
intense.
you know, my wife was fine because she was slippery in the game, so she was fine. I mean, give it up to you guys. Like, this is a great experience playing this game with you guys, and you can find me on my website, davidfurpyspeaks.com, or David Furpy Facebook speaker page, fan page. You know, I speak to all types of groups, corporate, youth groups, small group, employees. Bring us in to just encourage and motivate their people to do more and live with purpose. So look forward to seeing your comments. I look forward to seeing this video. It's gonna be great.
Thank you for that. So, thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe. We're gonna have some more videos for you. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks, guys.